Hi, welcome to this video where I will be talking about how you can detect if you have been hacked or are being hacked. Part two. I've had a video recently where I showed you guys some techniques in PowerShell and a script that I made to detect suspicious traffic on your network that you can run yourself. This time I'm not going to go into any threat hunting or anything like that, but just an easy way for any Windows user to check live connections and check any running processes on their computer if they are infected or not. Yeah, out onto VirusTotal if you want to. Take note that if you upload files to VirusTotal through what we're going to look at is Process Explorer, they will get your processes and your hash and all of that and some information. So just be aware of that if you have any sensitive things or whatever. If you're submitting files and DLLs and so on to VirusTotal, it will be up there. So just keep that in mind. I will be linking this site in the comment field or in the description. It's the Microsoft site to Sysinternals. It's a suite which you can, a lot of system administrator use this. I use it a lot personally as well. And it has a lot of great stuff. So what you want to do, you want to download Sysinternals suite. That gets you this folder right here. And in that folder, there is a ton of different tools you can use. Some of the tools we're gonna look at is Autorunner. We're gonna look at not Sysmon, but TCP View, and we're gonna look at Process Explorer. Those are the three main things we're gonna look at. So what we can start with is opening Process Explorer, and you can see I have a ton of processes running here, and yeah, so you can see everything that is running on my computer now. And I'm gonna explain how this works. Once you run it for the first time, you will get like a message: do you accept the license agreements and so on. It's a free tool, so there's no payment or anything like that. But what you want to do is you want to go at options and click on verify image signatures. Then you want to go to virustotal.com and check virustotal.com and submit unknown. Then you want to go to view, select columns. What you want to do is you want to have VirusTotal one. I think that is selected once you say you want it, and verify signer. You also want to have process timeline. That's the thing you see on the side here. So you can see any from you started the computer until now, you will see a timeline from the processes was starting up and continuing. So if you see anything that are purely white, that's a very new process. You can always drag this out to kind of get a longer timeline here. So you can see there are a few processes that are fairly new, and you have there are things that pops in and out, and you can see there are a few. I think I have. Let me check here. Here we go. What is this? This is Bitdefender actually, and it is reporting that one of 74 checks on virus total is reporting that this is suspicious. So if we go to or press on that result, it will take you to virus total, and you can see which vendor that are reporting as malicious. It says undetected here. So you can go to community and see what people says or other vendors. This one is good, but there may be vpacks that will also install Trojan, check relations, tap for info. So people are submitting different comments here. You can do too if you create a user. I highly suggest you do that. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and you get some perks, which is to look at the relations in a diagram here, which, well, I'm not going to do that now. You have details, and here you can see different things or information about the process, signatures, and so on, history, properties. Okay, let's actually go in and log in and check here, and you can see different things. Let's go into here. Here you can see relations. So you get a lot of information here. Contacted domains, Microsoft, of course. There's some strange addresses there. So you can see relations here, execution parents. So you can dig in a little bit to what kind of files it pulls. Here we have a detection on FireEye that have detected some virus. Here we have another one. So it has some related files. Yeah. So yeah, there's you can dig into things here. So that is Process Explorer. It's a great tool to check for the malicious process that are running on your computer. What you also can do, you can click on this to show the lower panel, and with that you can say you want to view, I believe it's process tree is nice because it expands it, so you can see what are the main process or the parent process. Handlers, view handlers. See what, find handler or DLL. Well, there wasn't a lot of that here. Maybe slow, I'm not sure. Okay, so there is nothing on that process. So voice control, VMware, the C host. I wanna what I want to do is view DLLs, and I wanna see what kind of DLLs there is here. Strangely enough, DLL, there wasn't a whole lot of DLLs here. I'm not sure why, if it's slow or what it is. This was actually really weird because usually you would see DLLs here for some reason I don't. Here I actually do. So you can see when you go into file, you can also submit the DLLs that are used by the different processes here. Okay, so it was basically just slow, it seems like. Yeah. This is nice to see what this SV host processes are doing, and you can see the correlation and what kind of DLLs it's calling. This is a nice tool, and then you can open something that is called Autorunner. And on everything, you will see all kinds of files and programs that Autoruns at startup. I have a ton of things going starting up, or actually not starting up. I think a lot of these aren't really executing on boot. You can go through each individual known DLLs, and I believe, yeah, if you go to options, and or is it search? Where is that? Is it scan options? Yeah. So if you go to options, scan options, and you click verify code signatures, and you want to choose these two, check virustol.com and submit unknown images. That way you can see if there is any strange autorun programs or files. So that's a good way to check for any suspicious activity. You can hide clean entries, so you only get like suspicious one. It's still submitting. There's a lot of stuff to submit. Most of these things are legit and signed. The next thing on the list is called TCP View. It will be sort of like the same thing as the PowerShell, but this time you have a live view over connections going in and out of your system. And here you can see the process name, you can see the state, local address, remote address, and so on. The same thing we actually had in our script. The only thing here, I don't think there is any option to, you can resolve addresses, but I don't think there is any option to scan all the IPs because it's live. We can go to connection state and we can say none only established one and click OK. So we can see do the same thing, right? What else can we do here? Connection state protocols, TCP version 4, IPv6. Yeah, I don't think I have IPv6 in my system. Okay, so is there anything else? I think you can quickly just do this as well. Resolve addresses. Yeah, that's if you have, you can pause it. Yeah, this is okay. So there's a quick access to everything here. You can also click on anything and go to connection who is failed to get information. You can go to this and you can say who is maybe. Yeah, so okay, I know why, because my firewall was blocking it, most likely. Yeah, so this is a very nice tool to have a live feed on whatever is connected to your computer. Unfortunately, there isn't any way to check what is told directly in here, but you can always, I believe, you can copy the right click on whatever you want to copy. You can also go to process properties and see explore what kind of process is that. You can kill it. Who is that doesn't work all the time, but yeah, here we have a who is status on that process. So that's it. This is a really nice tool. If you like dark mode, as me, uh, I think it's a theme. Process Explorer do not have that yet, unfortunately. But yeah, that's everything for this video. If you have any questions or any suggestions for my next videos, please leave a comment below. I hope you have enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.